35 range for these guys. They're all pretty close together.
Let's go to a guy who had more production over in college, and he's a little bit older. He's on the old Keegan Murray 22-year-old sophomore diet. That's Dereon Seabron, 6'6" guard, NC State, who measures 6'6", 6'9" wingspan, just turned 22. And you look at some of the numbers, and you go, 17 points, really good, 36 minutes a night, 8 rebounds, that's really good as a shooting guard. But why can't he shoot? 26% shooting from three, never took threes, 10% three-point attempt rate. Got to line a ton, wasn't massively successful though, 71% is not ideal for a guard. So he's sort of a little bit of a weirdo, a high-scoring, high-rebounding guard who can't hit threes and not great at the line. I don't know how all that makes sense in terms of context. Playing on NC State, is it just like he was taking tons of bad shots and had to just drive incessantly because the three-point shot wasn't going in? Is there projectability with that? Like, where does he fit? Because some of those numbers are intriguing. Like the free throw attempt rate is good, the scoring numbers are good, the rebound numbers are good, but does it mean anything for the NBA?
Well, he is by far the best driver in this class with the basketball in his hands. He can get to the rim at will. It doesn't matter how many guys are in front of him. He just finds a way. He's long. He's athletic. He takes really good angles around screens. So for me, he's just a relentless downhill attacker. That's the number one skill that he's going to bring to the NBA and that I think will translate. I think once he gets stronger, that free throw attempt rate will probably even go up, or it'll actually increase his finishing ability. So that's kind of the bankable skill. And then you mentioned the shooting. Yeah, it's really rough shooting numbers for sure. And I don't know how to project it. He was a decent free throw shooter, 3-point shooter. He had some bad misses. He had some good makes. So it was kind of up and down, just overall really low usage though on that end. So it's tough to project if he will be a good enough shooter where he can use the driving ability to kind of, be able to take advantage of that. But at the end of the day, I think, mid-second round, I'm willing to take a guy who, has one bankable NBA skill and you can just build around that. And I think Dereon Seabron has that with his driving ability.
The free throw shooting is really weird because you look at some games and there's massive numbers. 9 of 11 in the season ender against Clemson. 10 of 12 from the line. A 17 of 29. A 7 of 9. An 8 of 10. Like, these are huge volumes and good conversion. And then there's a 5 of 9. And then there's 2 of 4. And then there's a couple of 7 of 11s. Like, these are bad nights where you're missing almost half of your shots from the line. So getting to the line, no problem. But there's nights where he hits them. So there is, a little bit of hope to hold out that maybe he can become a guy that gets to the line, hits 78, 79%, and maybe that starts to improve some of the other stuff. But at the moment, it's just wildly inconsistent. And then again, not taking any of those threes, and then the ones that he does take, not hitting them, leads us to have a level of concern. Is he disastrous on defense?
He wasn't good, that's for sure. But NC State ran a all switching scheme. So if he's getting into that scheme in the NBA, it's something he's used to, but he's not the best at. He is pretty skinny still. He's 6'6", good size and everything. But few and far between, he would kind of fall asleep, miss a switch here and there. So he definitely needs to lock in on that end. He has the tools. He has all the tools to become a great defender, or at least serviceable defender. He's going to need some work on that end for sure, but he definitely has, the wingspan and the length. He needs to get stronger though to be able to, really be a positive on defense. But he didn't have a great defensive season at NC State, but I do think there is something in there with him. If you can lock him into a certain system, that he'll be able to be at least a neutral contributor.
We've been talking about guards a lot, and we're going to finish off by talking about another guard